Hey everybody, welcome to Passionate About Music Education, and I'm Rachel Hardman, and welcome back today. Today we're going to continue to talk about self-care and why it's really important in education, particularly for those of you on a long career in music education who love music, who love teaching, but you want to make sure that you get a nice work-life balance and that you're not getting burnt out. We'll talk about it in school environments about work-life balance. We hear it all the time, but we don't really get taught any real skills to think about. So one of the areas I want to talk to you about today is negativity. And it's so easy in education to get drawn into negativity. In fact, it's so easy to get drawn into conversations about negativity full stop. I mean, at the moment, if you put the news on and you watch any of the news, then every story is a negative. Every story is a disaster. How many times do you see news stories that are positive? So a few episodes back, we talked about mindset on our past and our future, and the mind constantly wanting to pull us in both directions and keep that terrible self-talk going on. But in terms of this video, but we're talking about negativity around us. So how can we avoid, cut down, reduce negativity? And it's really very hard in education because everybody's so passionate about education and wanting the best for teachers, and they want the best for students. People talk passionately and they talk about things that are going wrong, things that aren't working. You take COVID, for instance, everybody's talking about how do we go back to school, how do we make it work, how are we going to keep children safe and teachers safe. And it does create an awful lot of fear from all this negative talk. These are important conversations and really very serious conversations. But if you think about just on a weekly basis, how many times do you get a negative email or a negative comment from a colleague or a negative, comment from a child or even from your family and friends? You go into the staff room and everybody's moaning, and it's so easy to get drawn into it. I know. Give me somebody who's moaning, I'm going to mirror them and I'm going to end up talking negatively with them because it's just human nature. It's really hard if you're a positive person to stay positive when you're surrounded by negativity. It's really hard if you're a negative person to stay positive unless you're surrounded by positive people. Suddenly those positive people can change your whole day. So my advice to you is to really find people in your life who are positive. Find those members of staff in the staff room who will always find a joke, who will always find something humorous about the day. And they will make such a difference to your life. You can go in and sound off, but as soon as you're surrounded by positivity, you will change your mindset instantly and your day will be much better. In terms of music education, it's really very important because we need not to be negative. We need to be creative. We need our brain to be free, to come up with new ideas, to have the courage to try, new pieces of music or new concepts for classroom teaching or new concepts for the concerts that we want to do and put on these amazing different events. So this week, really think about who are the battery drainers, who are the negative people in your life, whether it's a work colleague or work environment or in your home life. It could be, your family members or that friend, you see their fate and their number come up on the phone and you go, oh, that's it, that's 2 hours of my life listening to that. And really try and reduce your time, not in a rude way, but just in an assertive way so that or change the conversation. If they start talking negatively, change it, cut them off. Go, well, what did you do fun today? What are you grateful for? What has brought you joy? What has brought you happiness? And the more you talk about positive aspects of life, the happier you'll be. Are we all perfect at this? No, of course not. Have we all, during our careers dipped up and down in negativity? Yeah, of course. It's human nature. But that negative talk can really have an impact on how you feel inside and your emotions. And if you find that yourself feeling a bit stressed and depressed and low for more than a day, if it's going on for a couple of weeks, really think about who are you surrounding yourself with. What are you watching? What are you reading? What are you listening to that is negative? And see if you can step away from that, just to give yourself brain space to just re-find the passion and the enthusiasm. Okay, so this week, avoid negativity as much as you can. and this will help you with self-care and maintaining a positive career in music education. I really hope this has been helpful. Please feel free to leave a comment below. Feel free to subscribe to the channel and let me know of any topics that you'd like more information on and talk about in the future. I'm Rachel Hardman. This is Passionate About Music Education, and thanks for joining.